I'm guessing that many of you, like me, grew up hearing your parents discuss with family members and friends where they were when they heard that President John F. Kennedy had been assassinated. That fateful event proved to be a moment that defined a generation and became a turning point in our nation's history. Nearly 4 decades later, our nation experienced another of these tragic turning points, one that in the months and years to come elicited similar "where were you" discussions. Everything about your environment becomes ingrained into your memory when you receive news of such grave magnitude. For me, I had just pulled into the parking lot of St. Anthony's Medical Center, where I was teaching a paramedic program. I recall sitting in my car, dumbfounded, as announcers, clearly shaken to the core by the tone of their voice, delivered news as it became available. When I finally made my way into work, colleagues stood in groups around every television, staring in disbelief as they watched history unfold. 15 years later, we find ourselves at an important crossroads. High school freshmen, sitting in classes right now across our community, were not alive when the planes hit the towers. Those starting their freshman year at college were only in preschool when more than 3,000 men and women from all walks of life lost their lives as America watched in despair. These young people, and the generations to come, have news footage and newspaper articles, but will rely upon those who watched the tragedy unfold in real time to truly understand how communities across America reacted. While the collective sense of unparalleled grief will undoubtedly be at the forefront of any discussion we have, we also must remember to highlight the acts of heroism and goodwill that occurred in the midst of the chaos and tragedy. Complete strangers helping one another to safety, first responders searching tirelessly in the rubble for survivors, and citizens throughout the country standing in line for hours to donate blood. Today, as you go out into our community, talk to the young people in your lives about the significance this day holds for our nation. Reassure them that though at times it may seem we're an every man for himself society, we are a nation that pulls together when things get tough. It's impossible for a country to have a singular "where were you" moment to define an incident like 9/11. These moments are as unique as the hundreds of millions of people in our country. No two are exactly alike. Rather, it seems that turning points in history come to be defined by a single image. For September 11th, the image is not of a tower or a plane, but of 3 New York City firefighters raising the American flag at the scene of the tragedy. Like the image of soldiers raising the flag at Iwo Jima before it, this powerful image portrays that even on the darkest of days, we are a nation whose spirit can never be broken.